Grape by Jerry John and Pete Osborne. I'm the grape, the sour grape. If somebody upset me, I'll remember it. If somebody wrongs me, I won't forget it. If somebody insults me, I'll never ignore it. Nope. See that banana over there? That banana slipped and bumped into me, so I am holding a grudge. See that orange? That orange didn't kill me back for the week. Grudge. See that lime? That lime borrowed me the scarf and never returned it. Grudge. I suppose I've got a pretty thin skin for the grape. Nobody steps on this grape. Grrr. Granted, it wasn't always this way. I grew up in a close-knit bunch where were about 3,000 of us in our little community. We were sweet to each other. Look nice today. So do you? No, you do. We all lived on the vine. Sure, it was a bit claustrophobic, especially when we were trying to get ready in the morning. Are you jumping there? Come on! But my family was the rip of the humor, goodwill, and warmth. We did our best with that, what we had. Are you gonna finish that? My grandparents visited on the weekend. We'd throw in the sun and they'd teach us what they knew. They said that it takes the bunch to raise the seed. They said that these good grapes roll their own way life. They told us to be kind, forgiving, considerate, and grateful. Or grateful, my grandpa said with a wink. Above all, no matter what life throws at you and there, will be not try to stay sweet, the grandma said. Indeed, we said in the response. And for a while, I was the sweetest of the sweet. I said please, I said thank you. I pushed aside life's a little annoyance. I knew how good I had it. Oops, haha, no problem at all. But then, one day, something changed me. It was my birthday. I had rigorously and vividly planned a big party for weeks. I sent out of invitations with the date premeditately displayed. Get this, I had the Ferris wheel, the magician, and the hayride. I had the snacks upon snacks upon snacks. The highlight of the party, though, was the firework display, which would happen at sundown. I stood out front waiting for the folks to arrive. I had a gigantic smile on my face. I waited. Everybody was a little late. I'm saying no big deal, no big swoop. So I waited. And the convoluted rolled by. A coyote home in the distance. Ow! The sound sang behind the hills, and I waited. Nobody showed up, and I mean nobody. By the time the fireworks show started, with me as the sole spectator, I was scowling. I considered everybody had invited, and only one thought came to mind: grudge, 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 grudge. After that, my personality became something irrelevant. I went from the sweet grape to the bitter grape. A snappy grape. Who moved my chair? Finally, I became the sour grape. Grrr. I started holding minor grudges, eventually became the major grudges. Why don't you watch where you're going? I scowled so much that my face got squishy. You know what? Don't even bother coming back. I took my grumpiness up. Are you ever going to return my scarf? And that's just now it's been. Day after day, week after week, month after month, grudge after grudge. But something happened recently that changed my thinking. I was getting ready to meet with my friend Lenny, the only fellow I knew who's as sour as I am. Lenny and I usually go to the park or sit at the bench and run out of stuff. But just as I was heading out the door, I bumped my knee. After banging myself up, I discovered the flat tire. I missed the bus and the next bus was late. Finally, I got off the wrong stop. By the time I arrived at the park, it was getting dark. Lenny was fuming and furious, with the frown and eye-furrowed forehead. His face looked all squishy. We agreed to meet at exactly 4 o'clock. You're 3 hours late. I tried to explain why I was so tardy, but Lenny wouldn't listen. He had already made up his mind. He formed a huge grudge, and I wouldn't budge. I couldn't believe it. How unfair I thought. How ridiculous I thought. How similar to the way I would react. Larry was the pretty looks up. He was breaking and forth, imitating auctioneering grumps. His tone was taut, so I gave him a little space. Besides, it was nice out. I noticed the sky changing colors and the melodic curve of the birds and even the breeze and the coastal park exactly coming alive at night. I suddenly felt grateful and peaceful and calm. Had I been missing all this simple beauty because I was too busy to complain? Meanwhile, Lenny stormed off, muttering something about this regret and lacking the consideration. I'm pretty sure I hear him at a girl too. I walked home. I peeled the dusty box out of under my bed. There were all family photos inside. I spotted myself in one of the pictures. I was so sweet. I knew that the little Grape for the photo was still a big part of me, deep down. It would just take some work to get back there again. And that was exact moment I found the invitation I had sent out of my infamous birthday party, the one where nobody showed up. It said May 31, but wait a minute here. My birthday was on the May 21st. Alas, I told everyone to count the wrong day. Good. It was all my fault. I realized nobody's perfect, not even me. After that day, I started noticing other things too, like how remaining sour all the time is so draining and wasted so much in holding grudges when I cough exactly clear the air if I felt hurt. And yes, I still get upset from time to time, but that's okay. Because now I talk and I listen and I work things out. Then instead of the walking away, my soreness is fading. I'm letting go of all my grudges, and hey is working. Sure, sometimes I still let out a little grr when I first did like this, grr. But then I move on. My face was less scratchy too. Oh, and don't worry, things were okay with Lenny again. Gosh, sorry I'm late. You must be furious. No big deal, my friend. You know what? If you look at things in right of sorts of ways, and if you remember to be kind, considerate, forgiving, and grateful, life really can be pretty sweet. Yes, indeed. The